Alright, just in Deadpool 3, Deadpool and Wolverine. Wow, it's a pretty damn good movie. I mean, it's the most comic book movie I've ever seen. Ever since Infinity War, I haven't enjoyed myself so much in the cinema. It's it's exactly what a comic book should be when it's adapted on the big screen or the small screen. Like, even cartoons aren't as good as Deadpool 3 in regard with cameos, artistic visions, the freedom they took, the storylines they presented. It's pretty incredible. Also, the costumes, the colors, the action scenes. It's all great. It's all amazing. You can see it's a lot of passion put into this project. It's pretty much Ryan Reynolds' love child. I mean, I can see his humor's all over the place. It's fun. It's Deadpool. He is Deadpool. He was born to be that character, as it is for Wolverine, as Hugh Jackman was made to be Wolverine. I mean, this is a match made in heaven. It's perfect. It's basically body cop. Like, one is funny and comedy relief, and the other one is mean and tough and rugged. I guess ever since Rush Hour or that Little Weapon duo, this has been a pretty big staple in Hollywood. And this is how you do it right. This is how you do it great. This is how you do superheroes. This is how you do everything good except for character development. Now, when it comes to Deadpool, he kind of had his character arc in the first movie, and afterwards they didn't know what to do with him, so they kind of made him like make this X-Force and protect his child from Cable, from Thanos, Josh Brolin. And I mean, it's kind of sad that they cannot really do something else with him, especially with Vanessa. For some reason, in the third movie, they broke up, and now it's like Vanessa doesn't think he's interesting anymore, and he has to find his place, which is such bullshit because Wade Wilson always had a place. He was this awesome mercenary with a mouth, and then he became a superhero. He earned his status. He earned his love back. He earned his friends. Even the X-Men kind of consider him someone of not worthy. I mean, I know this is another joke in the movie that he wants to join the Avengers and the X-Men, and they refuse him and tries to display this middle-age crisis and the fact that he doesn't belong, kind of to align with Wolverine, the one who failed his universe. But again, it feels very forced. You could have just had him have fun and enjoy life and be like a witty guy who has like a beautiful wife and enjoying life and the spoils of his victories, and just being Deadpool. Kind of like Spider-Man does have a sort of good social life in the movies. I mean, the Tobey Maguire one had with friends and a girlfriend, Kristen Dunst, even though they broke up, but it was a bit more dynamic. It was a lot more romance there. Here with Vanessa, it feels like all of a sudden she lost interest in him, and that's fucking insane. How can you lose interest in Deadpool? Like, Jesus Christ, that guy's like stealing every single shot he's in. He's so goddamn funny and charismatic. Like, I mean, just saying, it felt really forced. When it comes to Hugh Jackman, his character also kind of felt forced. They didn't pander enough, and they even got the girl who played like X-23, the one that he sacrificed himself in the Logan movie. I think they could have played more on their relationship to have her bring him back and remind him. I know how awesome he is. Kind of put him back on his feet and also make him feel like a parent, and have her be a bit more attached to him because she finally sees her father figure, and this time he's a lot younger. I mean, it would be an interesting dynamic. Otherwise, yeah, this is my only negative of the movie. And, well, the whole story as a structure, it works. Again, I'm a big fan of movies who don't follow the free battle rules, like action movies. When you have a battle at the beginning, a battle in the middle, and a battle in the end. It's so boring, so bleh. It's so typical action movie trope. And very few movies actually have more than 3 battles, like 4 or 5, like this one. Or Infinity War. The ones that I can like really call out that comes to mind. John Wick also has like 5 battles, the first movie. Second one only has 3. And that's why it's gonna start to drop down a little bit. So John Wick, Infinity War, and now Deadpool have like 5 battles. At the beginning, he desecrates Wolverine's grave, which is so funny because everybody was like, how is he gonna honor the memory of Logan and bringing Wolverine back? And they're like, no, he's not. He just basically desecrates his grave, takes his skeleton out, and then he like spreads his remains all over the place. Completely disrespectful. Turned it all into a joke. It fucking worked. He even dances to NSYNC. It's funny. Like, that guy's good. Like, he turned it all into a joke and it works. It's a good guy. Like, and then they have that huge fight, which is really good. And then they have another fight in the car, which is a welcomed addition. It's really amazing what they did. And then they have the huge fight with the relative villain of the series. She kind of reminds me of Enchantress in a way. In the way that she's this powerful magi entity who wants to restore the world with not a portal in the sky, but this time a reactor. She's a lot like Enchantress, but done right. She's a lot more charismatic. I mean, she has more to her character because she's a sibling of Charles Xavier, and this is another missed opportunity. I wish they could have had that Charles Xavier guy show up and talk to her, talk sense to her. Like when she melts into Wolverine's mind to make a connection with the Charles Xavier from Logan. They can talk to her and make her be good. That would be fun. But I guess they didn't have the budget to bring Stuart Patrick or how the fuck it's called. Anyhow, as things are right now, the movie is great. It deserves all the attention. It deserves the budget it had. It deserves the money it's making. It deserves the reputation. It deserves the records it's breaking. Hugh Jackman looks amazing as Wolverine. Like, he's fucking jacked. 55. He looks amazing. I mean, I'm nearly 30 and I can feel like, hey, it's not that late. I mean, like, you still look fucking jacked. I got at least 20 more years to get in shape. Thank you, Wolverine. Anyhow, yeah, I like the Wolverine battles were very good, of course. Also, we have Blade back. That was pretty good. It's the original Blade because for some reason they were saying like they're gonna replace Blade, but that movie was supposed to come by 2023 or 2024, and it's not here, so we got the old Blade back. Also, this multiverse bullshit. Even Deadpool addresses it. It's madness. Like the Marvel movies took a down trip after Endgame. In my opinion, Endgame is also not that great of a movie compared to Infinity War. But this multiverse of madness and multiverse of Spider-Man and all that are just experimental stupid shit until they finally find a new narrative. Which they're gonna do now with Dr. Doom as Robert Downey Jr. Even though I wanted him to be Iron Man back, not Dr. Doom. Kang Dynasty is dead because the actor got into trouble. Anyhow. What I also liked, I liked the Deadpool fights. I liked nice Deadpool. And it was pretty cool that Rares tried to kill him so obviously to steal his golden pistols. It's so mean and arrogant and disgraceful towards the other human's life, but he turned into a joke, and I mean that's what Deadpool is. So I like Johnny Storm. I like the fact that the end credits is pretty good. He actually said those words. It's good that Chris Evans made it back. Too bad Chris Hemsworth didn't. I mean, we see that Thor crying clip, but I'm not sure. Is that really him? They actually filmed another scene? But still, it's pretty good. Otherwise, the cameras are great, the action scenes are amazing, the costumes are brilliant. It is a pretty decent movie, it's solid. I mean, as a whole narrative, all things considered, it's an 8 out of 10. Sorry, I wanted to go to 9 or 10 out of 10, but for that you have to be like, for a 10 out of 10 or a 9 is more like Infinity War or the first John Wick movie, or even the first Deadpool movie. You need to be a bit more focused on the story. Here, I mean, that's the premise of the whole shtick. It's all distorted. That's why they brought Logan back. I really like the fact that he talked to his skeleton. He says like,